Hello everyone and welcome to Your Brain on Tech, where we discuss and debate the week's hottest stories in tech. I'm Eric Hurst. On today's show we're going to be talking about Google Plus and some new cloud stuff. We're not talking weather here. This is the cloud. Joining me this week are David Addison and Alex Cedar. Boys, let's get to it. This is Your Brain on Tech. Google's answer to Facebook, Google Plus, is now out in the wild and it's in beta. Alex, is this something that we need?
What I like to say is, I'm going to take this from The Dark Knight, one of my favorite movies. Google Plus is the social network that we deserve, not the social network that we need. Essentially, you can do most of the same stuff you can do with Facebook on Google Plus. You do it differently. It's, to me, more intuitive, which is something that usually Apple is better at doing. But now Google's stepping into the realm. They've got different ways to do the same stuff you've been doing, sharing stuff with your friends, checking into places. Facebook just introduced video chat. Google Plus now has its own video chat, which are called Hangouts. They're trying to make it sound social, whereas Facebook is like, oh, it's just online, but Google Plus is social.
Yeah, I'll say Facebook can do things that Google Plus can't do. But everything that Google Plus does that Facebook can, I think Google Plus actually ends up doing it better.
I agree, and we had talked about the lack of group support, of real group support, like for the show. We have a group show page and we all can contribute. At the moment, Google doesn't have that. But what it does have, it does it all better than Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's easier. Privacy settings are a lot easier. On Facebook, if there's people I don't want to see my stuff, I have to go make a list. My boss, my grandpa, my sister, people I don't want to see, my gallivanting, my 20-something gallivanting around, I put them on a list so they don't know what I'm doing. But in Google Plus, you can put people into a circle. You're essentially categorizing and labeling these people, and you can share stuff with just them simply by, clicking the circle that these people are in.
And that's one of the nice parts. It's really easy to sign up, like once you're in your beta, and it works with everything else. I have Google Voice, my Gmail, my G Calendar, like everything in my life now is Google.
That's not really a bad thing. I can definitely see this replacing Facebook eventually. It's a long way because it's so early, but I definitely do see this replacing Facebook for most people someday soon. Continuing my pursuit of my meteorology degree, we're talking more cloud this week, more cloud than ever. Amazon countered the iCloud a little bit. David, what did you think about it?
Well, basically this week Amazon announced that they're going to have the exact same thing that Apple has, which is when you buy from their music service, you can store it in their cloud at no penalty toward your space. So you buy a song, it doesn't count against your 5 or 2 gigabytes or whatever, which is exactly what Apple announced a month ago. So it was nice to see Amazon counter that offer. If anything else.
Which starts to bring up the debate of which service is better now. Would you rather have a streaming service or a push download service?
Well, right, that's the thing we forgot to mention is that, that a little bit of confusion at the launch. iCloud is not streaming. There's no streaming with iCloud. It just downloads.
Yeah, that's what surprised me the most. I was like, people are going to be, grabbing their iPhone, plugging it into whatever they use in their car, and then, dial up the iCloud service and then just stream away whatever music you want. But I guess Apple thought ahead, and they thought, people might not want to chew up their measly, to some people, 2 gigabyte a month allowance in data, and they can just download it to local storage if you're listening to these songs over and over again, and you can just have them there and listen to them with just the one-time data usage.
It's really going to come down to whether or not you want to take up space on your device via the iCloud, or you want to keep that space free and just use your data through Amazon.
Right, and if you do the Amazon streaming, you really need to be considered with your data because we calculated listening 2 hours a day to music is going to chew up most of your 2 gigabytes. And that's really, for primary listening, that's an issue.
And that's where it'd be nice to have kind of something that had both, where you could download just your core songs and stream the ones that you might just listen to once or twice a day.
Right. So to me, it seems like that's easier for Apple to add streaming than for Amazon to add all this push stuff.
Yeah, that's true. And
so
that might be something we see soon.
Yeah,
it is nice, though, to see Amazon counter so quickly after Apple's nice little 1-2 punch there. That's the end of the show. That's all we have for you this week. I want to thank David and Alex for joining me. Be sure to check out our website at yourbrainontech.com for past and present episodes. You can follow the show on Twitter at twitter.com/yourbrainontech. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. We also have a Tumblr. You can tumble and follow us there. And of course, don't forget to follow all of us now on Google+. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Dogs don't know it's not Facebook.
Dogs? No, Plus is not Facebook. Shut up.